Yo, what's up, my fellow trainers? This is Trainer Red here, or should I say, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I haven't been the same ever since I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Speaking of which, we'll be talking today about Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. But before that, I have to say that due to copyright, Arc 5 is not owned by me. I'm gonna put the studio that owns it right now. So during 2020, I decided to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, but originally it was gonna be Zexal. However, I haven't watched Zexal, but someday I will. Then I will watch Brains. After that, I will watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. I will be saying goodbye to the Yu-Gi-Oh! community because I'm really not a fan of the new drawing and how they did this. Anyways, this is not my topic. And let's start. So I was gonna watch Zexal, but many people say Zexal is the worst. So I decided to watch Arc 5, and yeah, Arc 5, like, I really love the Yuya's voice actor, so it was a plus. And my friends encouraged me to watch Arc 5 before, so I decided like it's time to finally watch it. And the friend that I'm referring to is David, and he only know the Yu-Gi-Oh! Original, but he always supports me in another Yu-Gi-Ohs and stuff. And he saw my struggles and how much I didn't want to watch Zexal, because like I want to watch it, especially because I heard amazing stuff about Kaito, but still like I didn't want to watch it because like kind of didn't want, because I heard it's one of the worst. So he encouraged me to watch Arc 5. So on 2020, specifically in May, like it was in 22 or like 22 or 21, I decided to settle and watch Arc 5. The idea of action cards is unique, and it's kind of like a gamble, especially you don't know what you're gonna get. But after that, it turns out to be boring, especially when he always pick up the right card. Like, whereas you have to trust on the heart of the card, where's that? And the idea of always smiling is kind of like always repeated and stuff. But I always found myself rooting for Yuya no matter what happened to him. Really like the idea of having the parents around and be a part of the story. Especially Yuya's mom, while she disappeared in the middle, but she was always there for him whenever he needed. And I understand she couldn't go to these different dimensions, but she was always watching, encouraging him. When he like sat down, she knew where he was. I really like she did her best with always watching him play card games and believing in him. And when she came with the food, and when he was like having a hard time, she pulled him in order to open his eyes. That was so nice, and I liked that idea so much. And it was something new that I wasn't used to, because like we haven't seen much of Yami's father. We haven't, the parents were always so cruel and stuff. Like, okay, 5D's Aki's mom and father were nice, but they weren't like as major as Yuya's mom. I feel like Yuya's mom definitely took, and also his father took a major role, but I like his mother more, because you'll know more when I talk about it in the video. So about the main rival, or the person that is supposed to be a rival, Reiji, I feel like in the beginning their rivalry showed so kind of more, but I don't feel like Reiji is a rival like Kaiba or Jakku, but he's unique in his own way, because Reggie didn't start as this mean guy and then he became friend with the rival. No, he was always ahead of the plan. He always knew what to do and what to say. He even was the reason why the Lancers were created, and he was always ahead of everyone and he knew what to do, and like he used different styles when he duel, but even though he haven't played so much, I feel like he still left an impact. He's definitely more like a brother or a guardian to him than a rival. Yes, he did put Yuya through tough stuff, but that's only to make Yuya better and improve, and it definitely worked. Really like the idea about how he cared about Yuya and his brother, and like he trusted them and he wanted to bring his father back. There's so much in him. He believed in Yuya till the end, and like Yuya's father. I really hated when Yuya's father commented like, I raised the devil. What? How could you do that about, how can you say that about your son? I really hated that. Even though, like, how can you say that? You raised him and then you see that and see how much he's suffering. Like, Reggie believed in him so much and you just like didn't believe in him, even though like you raised him, and Reggie only knew him for a couple of days or short period of time, but he still believed in him. While you called him a devil? How can you say that? Let's talk about Reggie's mom. I really hated how she treated Reira. She just wanted him to play card games and nothing else, and to be this kid without emotions. Like poor Reira. I'm glad Reggie treated him as a human. I'm glad he was with Yuya and he could trust him and he could trust Bro. But he slowly started to change and I really like that. But his life is rewritten, but maybe that is for the better. But I kind of feel sad because like we built so much character with him and we saw him through so much, and for him to disappear like that. So Reggie's father, for the whole time you would think that he is the villain while he's this poor guy. He kind of remind me of like Kaiba's father in the beginning. I mean Kaiba's father from ancient Egypt. So yeah, he think that he does stuff to be good, but it's for evil in the end. I'm glad he started to change and he still care deeply about Reggie, and I feel like they will have this happy relationship. People turning into cards, I just remember Ryugi's grandfather and Kaiba and Mokaba when they turned into cards, or when Darts turned people into cards so he could waken up this monster. And there is one thing that I also noticed, that Yuya takes from other people, like he take up from Yugi. They both wear school uniform, and the necklace Yuto is inside of Yuya. It's remind me of Yami when he was inside of Yugi. Even when Yuto is about to die, I remember him so much. It's the same scene, like seats by side. Sawatari remind me of Jonijo, specifically in the beginning. He started this bully, like you remember when Johnny took, or Joey took the cards and throw them, and he slowly started to be Yugi's friend. That's what happened to Sawatari. And Sora remind me of Marek. He was blinded by evil, but he also decided to change. And he saw the truth. When the girl with the bracelets were under control, I remember when Jonijo and Anzu were under control of Marek. So when Zora, I believe his name is, he reminded me of Zork when he became like with the dragon. He also reminded me of Darts when he became on with the dragon, or the one in the movie, and Merrick when they became one with the dragon. Wow, so many people right now. Back to Rera, he also remind me of the three guys that follow darts, they both like people end up using them up, so I really remember that. And Yuya remind me of Kaito Kid. They both like their parents have know about magic spells and stuff, and they know how to do tricks. Kaito Kid's father ended up being dead, while Yuya, poor Yuya, he thought that his father is dead. But if you ask me, Yuya or Kaito Kid, I would prefer Yuya over Kaito Kid because Yuya for me is more relatable. And we can see his emotions when he is sad and when everything that happened to him, while Kaito definitely can put a mask on. We see his sadness because what happened to his father, and when someone tells him like you're just like your father, we see so much emotional from them, and he always tried to smile. Also, like they both try to copy their fathers with the magical stuff. There is always a voice on me that roots for Yuya and say, Yuya, you can do it. And Kaito Kid is just so perfect, while like Yuya is like more relatable for me, as I just said. And Yuzu, she started off so strong and amazing. I really loved her character and the rivalry that she has. But then towards like the middle of the anime, she became weak and she just screamed, Yuya, Yuya, save me. The best girl have to be Serena because she's the only one that didn't scream for help even in her final moments, and she just told Yuya that I believe in you. I wish we have seen more of Lulu and Ren. Hugo, he was with Yuzu so much that sometimes you can't help but ship them. Like I feel like I've seen Yugo with her more than I've seen with Ren, and yeah, oh my god, something that disappointed me was the duel between like Yuri and Yugo. They hyped it so much while it was nothing and ran so fast, and the duel was interrupted and stuff. Like it was a lot let down, and I don't believe that like they even showed their dragons. I wish this duel was different, like them fighting for their life and stuff happening while no. And my favorite one of my favorite characters have to be Yuri, but like I liked his evilness. He's one of like the best villains we've seen, but he was gonna rank higher, but like he changed so fast. Like what the actual why would you do that to him? He changed so fast. He had the change of hearts so fast. Like yes, let Yuri change and be this kind person, but don't make it so fast. Like, and them the boys, they don't have trouble with them, even he kidnapped, and after what all of he did, like they forgive him so easily. I didn't want that. I wanted to see more connection. Zora is a character that I really like, but he was kind of like we haven't seen so much of him because everything was so rushed. I feel like I wanted more of him, and I wish he had form instead of taking Yuya's form. I talked about the points that I want to talk and about the stuff that I didn't like or stuff. I'm gonna talk more about it. As I said, arc 5 is not horrible. I feel like it started like the first episode was strong. We have this guy who just like try to be a goofball, but inside he hide so much sadness and stuff. And he is like the duel between like he wanted to, because everyone misunderstood because of his father and stuff, and he's fighting really strong, trying to find his way, was really like nice. And in the beginning I feel like there was not much use of action cards, which was great. But as the season like went on, action cards became so much of a use. I feel like I wish the other like bracelet girls and Yugo and Yuri were introduced faster, and we have seen more of the connection with them rather than the end or the middle, or when we wouldn't see something. And yeah, Yuto for the most part was inside of Yuya, and he just didn't have like much. There were chances when he would deal Reiji in the beginning of the opening. I wish we have seen that duel would be so amazing, and him coming out more rather than being in Yuya for so much. I wish they would take in the idea of the manga and them being brothers. I wanted to see more connection with them, more communication rather than that. Something that like Yuya dueled all of the boys except for Yugo, which I wanted them to do. Like, it was in the opening, but we never got a chance to see that. Them going to different like universes and the other old universes is a nice idea on itself. I really enjoyed when they went to 5D's universe, and I enjoyed that part so much. It was like really nice, and I liked the idea of Reiji. He was like not Yuya that defeated the villain, but Reiji, the one that did it. He was always the one on the top. Like, it's so nice. And like Yuya trying to learn car games on motorcycle and him suffering, it was not that easy. He wanted people to know. He worked so hard for them like to open their eyes. I really like the idea and that concept of it. Like, we see character development and stuff that happened, and I really enjoy it. But after that, everything was so rushed when they came to the Zexal universe. And yet, Kaito was a great addition. I haven't watched Kaito and Zexal. Kaito was a great addition, but I feel like he changed so much, and he kind of, I don't know, but maybe he used action cards so much. Those character changed so fast, but it was nice, none of the less better than Alexis. Alexis, why is she there and she didn't add much? And the episode that she came in, she was so cool, like, do them back, but they didn't give her much of a chance. Like, I feel like she was there for fan service and stuff. People like her, and yeah, Kuro was a good character there, and I enjoyed him. Jaku, we got to see a different side if Yusei wasn't there, and yeah, he was trying to learn from Yuya and stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed that part so much and those characters. But like, Jaku and Kuro was a good use. Edo was kind of, and Kaito and Alexis, why is she there? I don't know. It came to the academia, it was so rushed, and yeah, I liked Sora's change of heart, and he worked with them. He was with them so much, and he saw everything, and he decided to change. And I wish we have seen more of a Zoro as a villain, but arc 5 was rushed so much because people didn't like it. I don't know, I feel like it's difficult in the end to make those universes come together. I enjoyed arc 5 nonetheless, and for what it gave me, especially in the beginning, and I feel like if it had a chance it would have been better. So yeah, I feel like maybe the manga is better. Tell me, have you read the manga? If you have read, which is better. So yeah, I can't wait for that. And yeah, the ending with Reiji and like US duel was good, but I feel like we haven't seen much of the boys working together, the three boys. I wanted more of that. I wanted them for to focus on other characters, but what will you do when there's so many different characters? There are also some plot holes. What happened to Kaito's brother, and what other plot holes? What happened to that villain? So I wonder what happened. Tell me down below your theories, and I feel like that's it what I'm gonna talk about. And yeah, I feel like who knows is this video will be so long or not. I feel like it will. What do you think about arc 5? Who's your favorite character, and what do you think about what all of I said? Which is your favorite Yu-Gi series? And share this video with a friend if you truly enjoy watching my video and think it's worth it. Give it a thumbs up. If not, please don't. And if you guys like this video, check out my other videos. I'm not saying that because of views. I want you guys to see, am I worth subscribing or not? If I'm worth it, subscribe. If I'm not, please don't. I'm saying that also because I hate wasting your precious time. And if you guys decide that I'm worth it, which I doubt many of you will, hit that bell so you'll know whenever I upload a video. And that's it, guys. Love you. Bye.